So, last week I posted a video essay titled The Oklahoma Witch Trials Part 1. In the video, I touched a little bit on some of the policies that Superintendent Ryan Walters is pushing into public schools. A couple days later, there was a bunch of headlines all over my feeds everywhere about Governor Stitt potentially updating the requirements for high schoolers to graduate, and people were not happy about it. So I took the breadcrumb from the universe, followed it, said I would update y'all, and here I am. Let's get into it. Let's start out with Governor Stitt's statement. He said, quote, "I'm thinking about making it a requirement to graduate Oklahoma high schools. You've got to either be accepted into college, you have to be accepted into a career tech, or you have to be going into the Army, or you have to have some kind of post-graduation plan." Emphasis here on the word thinking. Nothing official has happened with this yet. Yet being the other key word here. Over the last few years, there have been a lot of filings from Oklahoma public officials to update the high school graduation requirements. One of the updates that has happened over the last few years that is pertinent to this conversation is the addition of the core curriculum pathway towards high school graduation to the already existing college preparatory work ready curriculum pathway towards high school graduation. All of the differences between these two curricular pathways towards graduation are found in the core curriculum's orientation towards workforce preparedness, career readiness based education and curriculum. As you can see at the very top of this core curriculum graduation requirements, the high school student's career goal is listed. They can also take what is called a course that enhances technological preparation as one of their math credits as well as one of their science credits. Also a part of the graduation plan is the individual career academic plan. Now correct me if I'm wrong, but as far as I could see, ICAP for short is a requirement for now all high school students to graduate. According to OSDE, ICAP, or the Individual Career Academic Plan, is a collaboratively developed student-driven process where students cultivate their own informed decisions for post-secondary success based on their interests, skills, and future goals. Now, if you look behind me, you can see the activities that students are required to complete for their individual career academic plan. In the same document, they say that the ICAP is not a checklist, that it's a multi-step process. However, let's go back one page. Yeah, there's literal checks there. I mean, maybe I'm just being very visual, but it kind of looks like a checklist, right? Also, let's look at what they call the recovery plan. So if you don't get these done by 9th, 10th, and 11th grade, you still have to get it done when you're a senior before you graduate. And they list out plans and ways you can get all of this done and make up for the work that you missed in 9th, 10th, and 11th grade if you didn't complete your ICAP requirements during that time. In February of 2020, OSDE sent out a letter titled the College Preparatory Work Ready Parental Curriculum Choice Letter. In this letter, they state that under Oklahoma Statute 7011-103.6, state law requires 8th grade students entering the 9th grade to complete the college preparatory work ready high school curriculum outlined in the statute, unless the student's parent or legal guardian approves the student to enroll in the core curriculum. A couple very important details here is that, first of all, the core curriculum pathway does not meet college entrance requirements. And additionally, it does not meet the requirements outlined in Oklahoma's Promise Scholarship. So, while OSDE states in this letter that both the core curriculum pathway as well as the college preparatory work ready curriculum pathway will lead to a student receiving a diploma, according to the United States Department of Education's performance review of OSDE in 2024, that's really not the case. Specifically in the performance review on page 30, they say that based on this information, that a student who earns the core curriculum high school diploma does not meet entrance requirements for admission in the state university system, and the fact that the core curriculum diploma is not awarded to a preponderance of students in the state, the United States Department of Education believes this is not a regular high school diploma. It is in fact a lesser credential than the college preparatory work-ready curriculum. They go on to say that the core curriculum allows for a lower level of achievement in some students, and that students who have received a core curriculum diploma should not be included in the adjusted cohort graduation rates that Oklahoma has calculated. The same year that OSDE rolled out the core curriculum pathway towards high school graduation, 26 other states began to allow high school students to earn credentials through career education coursework. All of this is absolutely tied back to the capitalistic patriarchal ideal that you have to earn your living, and life being centered around that goal, leading us to the question of what is the exact purpose of public education in the first place. Opinion here, I thought education, maybe I'm just being hopeful here, but I thought and hoped education was to prepare you for life, the world, not just going to work. Just kind of seems like they're saying the quiet part loud, and I know that that's kind of how a lot of things feel right now, but worth noting. And hey, I know that I'm at least not the only one who has a little bit of concerns with the connection of public education to workforce readiness and preparedness. As put by the Oklahomans, there's a lot of parents of disabled children who don't feel that their child is suited for a career-oriented education. And as somebody who's been disabled since high school and has a lot of not so fun memories from that time in my life, I have similar concerns for young Americans. So now I want to open up the floor to you. What do you think is, or rather should be, the purpose of public education? And if you are disabled, or if you are the parent of a disabled child here in Oklahoma, or anywhere in America where in particular there is more implementation of career-oriented public education, what are your concerns with all of this? As always, I love you, I'm here for you, and we got this.